Hey guys and gals, and I'm sorry to take my glasses off. Just realized that. I'm gonna do a little intro, in my opinion, on defending the movie Prom Night from 2008. People call it remake. Me, I'm gonna consider it its own movie. Now, people need to understand something about the Prom Night 2008. And yes, I will admit I did enjoy this movie. It's not one of the greatest slashes, but I enjoyed it, and that's the point. Now, I always see people ranting and trashing on the movie on YouTube and even reading reviews for it. And I'm like, damn, this movie got so much hate. And don't get me wrong, I love the first Prom Night movie, but again, I gotta feel like it's its own movie. But a lot of people consider it as a franchise too, through the rest of the Prom Night. So I'm gonna add it in. Why not? But to me, it's like two different movies. People, you gotta like understand. Okay, like the first Prom Night movie, right? Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. I'm gonna spoil who the killer is, so I have to say it. In the first Prom Night movie, the movie was about the brother avenging the death of his sister against the students who he blames that killed his sister, pretty much, and he goes on a killing spree to kill them at prom night. Now, in the remake of Prom Night, right off the bat, it's pretty obvious who the killer is. It's by that obsessed school teacher who's obsessed with a student, and he starts killing her family or whoever's involved around her or whoever gets in his way. So, guys, Prom Night 2008, Prom Night from 1980, guys, totally two different movies. Seriously, totally two fucking different movies. Now, the kill scenes wasn't all that. Of course, they gotta amp it up a little bit, but still, it wasn't all that to me. But I did enjoy the movie. I didn't think it was bad at all. You know, and I'm well looking forward to reviewing it for the first time. Actually, I did saw the movie before, and like I said, I enjoyed it. I saw the unrated version, of course, with the special features. And you know what? It's kind of cool to see it again because if anyone know about the police officer, that's Idris Elba, one of my favorite actors. Who's you see one of his older works from the past, and now he's like a big movie star now, like big A+ player. So I'm definitely excited to see this movie again. So that this is like my short intro on defending it, and the next part of the video blog after this intro will be my review of Prom Night 2008 remake or its own movie, whatever you want to consider it as. But anyway, let's get ready. You saw my intro. Now it's time to talk about the movie. Prom Night 2008. Whatever you want to take it as a remake, as part of this franchise, or a movie as its own, but label as Prom Night. I still enjoy this movie. This is a movie I saw a second time around this time, and I did own the DVD in the past. I had the special features and all that, so I always saw those. The movie is about this young girl, right, who was a high school student. Really, she's not, but you know what I mean. Played by Brittany Snow. Um, the killer's obsessed with her, so he started killing her family members just to get to her, you know. And once she runs out the house, she wakes up to this psychologist about her issue with the killer trying to get to her, but the psychologist tells her not to worry about it. Captured him, he's in jail, and right away the psychologist starts telling her, "Oh, are you ready for your prom?" Talk to her a little bit about it, and then she's hanging out with friends. And she's living with her uncle and aunt now, by the way, the innocent victim of this movie, or the heroine, I would say. Just to fast forward, right off the bat, I mean, maybe like probably 20 minutes towards the movie, I would say, already up to the prom scene. So it was kind of cool, I kind of like that. And I know haters gonna hate. I said in my intro, like, I know they always trash this movie, but to me, I liked it, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says, This is my opinion, my reviews, and I don't follow trends. I follow myself when it comes to talk about movies. I like what I like. I hate what I hate. And I don't recommend people to not to like because I don't like it, or to like it because I like it. I always say, you know what, just look at the movie just for yourself. But besides that, the girl, Brittany Snows character, she's in the prom with her friends. Meanwhile, you get this police officer, detective played by Idris Elba, one of his older movies, by the way. I mean, when I saw this movie the second time around, I was like amazed. I was like, damn, Idris Elba. Because you would never think, like how he is now. His movies, he's an A-plus actor, But still, he plays the police detective who's on this case. He was on this case in the past, but now he has to be on the case back again. And you see the flashback as he tells the younger police detective about who this guy is. He escaped from the mental hospital pretty much, and he's pretty much going after the girl that he's obsessed with. The killer, who's the school teacher, was obsessed with the student, which is Brittany Snows' character. He's already at the hotel. He's gonna kill people, whoever gets in his way, and of course he's gonna kill her friends. Which mainly that's what she's gonna say in the movie. And he does, and yeah, I know there's a lot of stupid moments in this movie. You can watch other YouTuber reviewers that rant on this movie and they pinpoint those mistakes, which is like to me, like I'm like I understand, but it's a slasher movie. Which slasher movie doesn't have that? I mean, come on, So it didn't bother me. I kind of let it slide, Like yeah, whatever. So anyway, once you get to your finale, like in the hotel scene, the heroine, the victim, finds out that the killer that kills her family and the teacher that's obsessed with her, finds out that he's escaped. He finally comes face to face with him again. She's like pushing him, like running away from him, pretty much trying to survive in this hotel room, and she finally escapes while the killer escapes also. And the police detective have the other detective take her home, and then guess what? The killer is able to go to her house, and then Brittany Snows' character had to defend herself against him again in the house this time where she's living at. And spoilers, why not? The police detective played by Idris Elba was able to go up to the room. He pretty much heard the screams and stuff. Like he shot the killer, and he hugged Brittany Snows' character, the victim or the heroine, I would say. But more like the victim. She played more like a victim than a heroine, but she did fall back a little bit. But still, it wasn't epic enough to fight back like Jamie Lee Curtis's character when she was a victim, but she was more of a heroine because she was able to fight her eyes off a little bit. But still, I'm just saying. So anyway, I just Elba's character kind of hugged her, let her know everything will be okay. The killer's dead, and pretty much the end. Like I say, man, I like Prom Night 2008. I thought it was a bad movie. I mean, a lot of people ran on it. I mean, that's their opinion. But me, come on, come on. It's not like the worst of the worst in my opinion. Anyway, peace, guys. See you later.